Welcome back to the GeoComply Remote Darts League. And before we go to our two players, just a reminder that you keep across all of our social media platforms, the Twitter handle of Remote Darts League and the Facebook page, of course, and also the website, remotedartsleague.com, where you'll find a Play a Pro promo on there. Yes, it's easier to apply for than to say. The Play a Pro promo. Get yourself on there, and you could be taking on one of our players at the end of this week. Just like you're watching the pros do it now, you could be taking on one of them with everybody watching you online. So get involved in that. But we have two more matches to go here this evening. And of all the fixtures, you've got 16 players all in the mix, all playing each other. This is one fixture I have been looking forward to. Rapid fire contest between Canada's David Cameron and the man from the Netherlands, Richard Veenstra. Hello once again, gents.
Hello. How you doing?
Hey. Now, Richard, I always worry about you around this time because it's coming up to midnight for you.
Yeah, that's correct.
I know you like to get up early. You've got your sons there, your wife, very busy man.
Yeah, I'll have to work tomorrow morning early, so I'll be the first man up.
And were you working early this morning?
Still the same time.
Okay. So are you feeling tired? That's what I'm asking.
I'm feeling good, so.
I'm just seeing David if I can get anything out of him there. So for David now, it's perfect time. I mean, David's 5 hours behind you, Richard, over in Nova Scotia. So 7 p.m. it's coming up to now, David, for you.
Yeah.
Lovely time to play darts.
Actually, yeah, because that's the time actually we go to our leagues when we play and stuff like that when it's happening. And this is around the time we start. So, yeah, so it's perfect timing actually. So it's good.
Yeah. And speaking of that, David, how are things there regarding obviously the pandemic that we're all experiencing? But have you been given any signs or signals as to when the bars may reopen or you're going to be able to play competitively again?
You know, you hear different things. I think there's still a few cases popping up. They're getting a handle on it, I think. But as I say, you know what? If everybody just be careful and do what you're supposed to do, I think we can get through this, right? But I'm figuring maybe the fall is a good guesstimate, is my guesstimation, just to make sure everybody's safe, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're hoping for the autumn. It's the same over there, isn't it, Richard? That, you know, no sort of social gathering or anything of any substance darts-wise until at least September. So we're all just wondering when we can all get back on the circuit.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, the bars are open here this weekend with some distance, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, having a few people in the bar is one thing, and maybe that's going to be possible for a league night of darts. But the scale of open tournaments that we're used to is going to be very difficult in the near future. So the Remote Darts League and other events online like this have really helped keep the players in flow, in practice, competitive. I know it's not the same, guys, but it's a good opportunity for everyone. And you two are still very much in the mix for this competition. So we're going to let you get started, unless you have any memories before we do of playing each other. Richard, have you played David?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I think I figured out then that David hasn't played Richard either.
Yeah, absolutely. In each other around, so it's all good.
Yeah,
absolutely. Okay, guys, so we'll let you get warmed up.
Thank you.
So this is the first. Yeah, this is the first Cameron versus Veenstra encounter. David, as I've mentioned, he actually lives, Richard, you'll be interested to know, he lives in a place called Dutch Settlement.
Dutch Settled, yeah.
Yeah, Dutch Settlement, that's perfectly named, near Halifax, Nova Scotia. And Richard's going to tell me once again exactly where he's from. I know it's in the north of Holland. Oldenzaal.
Oldenzaal.
Oh, I tried. So best of 10 legs. First man to 6 picks up 2 points on our league table. We haven't had a draw tonight. This could be it. Who knows? David is set. He throws first. Okay, Rich?
Yeah, good game.
Okay.
All right.
Game on.
140.
140.
100.
83.
100.
80.
David on 161.
58.
58.
David, you require 103.
Serve dirt.
Yeah, lovely finish to start the match. The 103, David Cameron. Second leg, Richard to throw first.
58.
96.
60.
180.
The first of the match goes to David.
81.
83.
98.
David on 142.
90 or 102. Correct?
Yeah, 102.
100.
David requires 40.
2nd dirt.
Game shot on the second leg, David Cameron. Third leg, David to throw first.
60.
97.
134.
85.
97.
97.
100.
58.
David, you require 110.
70 scored.
Richard on 164.
89.
David on 40.
3rd dirt.
Game shot under third leg to David Cameron. Fourth leg, Richard to throw first.
180.
First for Richard, one apiece.
26.
100.
93.
140.
60.
Richard, you require 81.
Game in 3.
Yeah, he's actually a leg in 12 there. The 81 checkout, the treble 10 leads to the double 16, but 12 dart leg for Richard Veenstra. Fifth leg is David to throw first.
$43.
100.
140.
95.
139.
96.
137.
95.
David, you require 42.
Second dart.
Game shot and the fifth leg to David Cameron. Sixth leg, Richard to throw first.
81.
95.
140.
52.
140.
96.
Richard requires 140.
100.
100.
Richard on 40.
Game in 2.
Yes, the sixth leg goes to Richard Veenstra. Seventh leg, it's David to throw first.
180.
The third 180 of the match, second to David.
60.
96.
140.
81.
100.
David, you require 144.
101.
60.
David, you require 43.
Second dart.
Yeah, good leg again. The seventh to David Cameron. Eighth leg, Richard to throw first.
180.
The fourth 180, 2 apiece.
$140.
$140.
$100.
$60.
$81.
Richard requires 121.
$97.
$85.
Richard on 24.
Game 1.
Game shot and the 8th leg, Richard Veenstra. And the 9th leg is David to throw first.
$81.
$140.
$177.
$59.
$100.
$132.
David requires 143.
$41.
Richard, you require 170.
$58.
David, you require 102.
$62.
Richard, you require 112.
$92.
So Richard scores 62, Richard scores 92. David, you require 40.
$20 scored.
Richard requires 20.
$16.
David on 20.
First start.
It's game shot and the match to David Cameron. What a brilliant match that was. Well done to David.
Thank you.
And well done to Richard. Hey guys, 9 legs played in about 13 minutes there. Absolutely superb. I was hoping for one more leg. As a neutral, I wanted to see all 10. But I'm sure David wasn't hoping for one more leg, were you? No.
That's it. Yeah, that was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And for both of you, it means 4 points on the board. So positive stuff all round. And David, when we look at it, an extra 4 points for you puts you right within touching distance of the top 4 going into your final session. You're back with us, David. We'll look at that right now. You're back with us on Thursday. You face your old foe, Larry Butler from the United States.
Yeah.
Darren Herawini from down in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And a Frenchman in Thibaut Tricot. So a tough night for you.
Look forward.
You put yourself in with a real shot.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? You just got to get up there and you got to play. And, just try to be consistent. They say take a few deep breaths. I mean, Richard's a great shot there. And I expected him to shoot, consistently hundreds. the whole match, and say, hey, I had to take a few deep breaths there, and they were going in for me, so I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah, and especially, David, the great bit of character shown there. You faced a 6-0 defeat against James Richardson earlier in the competition, but that was the last game of the session. You had no opportunity to immediately respond. You've suffered a defeat there to Paul Hogan and bounced straight back. A great character.
Yeah, I mean, that's, as I say, you just, if you let it bother you and you take it to the next one, you're going to probably be in trouble because you're going to be frustrated. But over time and as you play longer, you get to learn a little bit, take some deep breaths, and hey, you can't change it. You just keep going on forward. So nobody's going to win everything. Yeah,
and Richard, let's look at it from your perspective. I mean, we said there were 9 legs played. Only the second leg of the match went against the darts. Every other leg went with the darts. That proved to be the difference in the end.
Yeah, I had not many chances on his legs, and he played brilliant on his own legs. And yeah, the last one, I had some chances and I missed, and yeah, then you know you're gone.
Yeah, I don't know how it was for you right at the end there. The score seemed to be coming through slower to me, and I just think you two got so quick that we couldn't keep up. I think our scorers could, but our graphics couldn't. Richard, it was entertaining, and I'm sure you'll be looking at this evening positively despite the defeat there. Still a good game in defeat. You also pick up 4 points this evening. So from your point of view, you're right in the thick of it now. You're going to be near top of the league when we show our league table after the last game. You're certainly going to be in the top 4 going on to the next night.
Yeah, it will be close, I guess. Everybody's still behind you or less points than you, but it's very close. So it all depends on the last night.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the time you come back to us again, you've only got one more night to follow, so who knows how it's going to stand. You also have a terrific last group. I love how these are shaping up. John O'Shea, Justin Thompson, and Joe Chaney, all of which still have a chance as well.
It's all around the world, so
yeah. Yeah, we deliberately did that for the last groups with you 8 guys that haven't played Remote Darts League before. We did a ladies group to close off. We did the 4 Remote Darts League players from the first edition in one group, and then the other 8 into 2 international groups. So it's going to be a really good watch as this week goes on.
Yeah.
So, David, anyone to look out for you in particular? I mean, Larry Butler, I'm sure you've competed against many times.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I played Larry down the States when I traveled down and stuff quite a few times. Like I say, good player. I don't fear him at all, though. But, hey, he can play. You just you don't take nothing for granted and just get up there and throw your darts.
Yeah, and Darren Herawini, he's played a starring role like you did at the World Cup in Romania. You picked up the pairs gold. He picked up the singles gold.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's another great player. I mean, there's so many good players out there, right? And we just don't get, a lot of guys don't get the opportunity. But, yeah, I mean, he's another great shot. And so I look forward to it for sure because it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, his form's been similar to yours in a sense that when he's on, wow, he's great. But sometimes his form is... And he's actually suffered. He's been honest about it. He's starting early in the morning. And where he plays, he's out in a garage, so he's quite cold. So I've told him to put the heating on, sort of 3 days earlier.
That might help.
And the final player for you in that group, I'm not sure if you've ever played Thibaut Tricol, the Frenchman.
No, actually I didn't. Like I say, I look forward to that one as well, and and just want to play some great darts. So.
And one final question on that: do you speak French?
Very, very little. I can pick up a few words here and there, but not really.
Oh, well, I was going to say you could do the interview on that one. That's fine. And Richard, let's have one more look at who you're taking on, as we do have a few minutes to. As you played so fast, it's nice to actually be able to have a chat with you about it. I mean, John O'Shea, he was in terrific form with us yesterday. 3 wins out of 3. Really pushing now to finish in that top 4 as well. That's your first game out on Saturday. That's going to be terrific.
Yeah. Will be a great game. And, yeah, the World Masters winner. So, yeah, will be a tough one as well.
Yeah, he's a quick thrower like the two of you. And then the pace is going to change dramatically because your second match is against Justin Thompson, the slowest player in our tournament. But he's been steady away, I can tell you.
Yeah. I've played him before, so I know what's gonna happen.
So, just a warning in advance, Richard. You're not allowed to throw your first dart before he's thrown his third one.
I'll try.
I think we had it, didn't we, in one match where Richard let go of his first dart and the third one hadn't got in on the other screen. Absolutely superb. And Joe Chaney, another great guy, great character from Tennessee in America. Have you played Joe before?
No, never played him before.
Over with us.
No, never played him. But he's doing well last on the World Trophy last year. So
yeah, he did.
I've seen playing him good games. So yeah.
Yeah, well, gents, on behalf of everybody watching, thanks for the entertainment there.
Yeah.
Good games, Richard.